Hey everybody, Coach LeeAnn, Claire here, and I'm really excited because today we're going to talk about something that everybody does and nobody does it right. A very small percentage of people actually do this right, and you might think I'm absolutely crazy, but the topic is breathing. So I'm going to start off by telling you that a lot of the times when people ask the question, what's the most essential item that the human body needs to survive? And if you're anything like me, you're probably going to answer food or water. Water is a huge one that a lot of people answer, and partially you're right. However, the most essential item that you need is actually oxygen. You can go weeks without food, you can go at least 7 days without water, but you can only go about 3 minutes without oxygen. So I'm going to show you a way to breathe that is the most beneficial for your body and the most beneficial to get the most amount of oxygen going through your body. It's a very simple trick. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling drained of energy, stand up. Yes, so stand up with me right now. We're going to do an exercise. I'm going to show you how people breathe now, and then I'm going to show you the correct way of breathing. I don't want you to overthink. I just want you to do it naturally. If you're moving a little too fast, you're going to have to speed up with me. All right, so I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see my posture. I want you to pay attention to the physiology. So take a deep breath in. And I want you to look at where your shoulders are. I want you to look at what happens to your stomach. I want you to look at what happens to your chest. And I want you to pay attention to what you use to inhale. So the majority of people, when they breathe in, the chest comes up, the stomach pushes in, and they breathe in through the nose. Most people breathe in through the nose, and that part is correct. However, I'm going to show you this diagram of what the lungs actually looks like right now. So the lungs are pretty triangular, and they're surrounded by the rib cage, right? And so down at the bottom of the lungs is actually, there's like these little guys all throughout the lung, right? I like to kind of think all these kind of cells and stuff are humans in the body. They actually have little personalities. So the guys that do the most amount of work, they all do the same amount of work, but they're very, very concentrated in the bottom of the lungs. And these little guys are in charge of taking the oxygen into the body and distributing it throughout the body, everywhere. Just putting it into the blood, sending it to your muscles, doing all that work. That's what they do. But now I also want you to think about what is surrounding the lungs. So we said before, you have the rib cage, you have the spine in the back, and you also have all your digestive organs and different organs underneath your lungs. So when you do this, you lift up, your ribs don't expand open, your rib cage stays the same. All you're doing is you're taking all of your organs and you're shoving them up, and you're squeezing your lungs to actually be smaller. They can't really expand very much up in the chest cavity, and they can't expand very much in the rib cavity. So what you're doing is you're squeezing those guys, and the guys are like, I can't do very much work. So what we want to do, what you really want to do, is when you inhale, you want your stomach to expand so that your organs don't come up, but instead they push out. It opens up the lungs this way, opens them up big underneath. Your body is allowed to, has the ability to not only take more oxygen in, but also distribute it in a more effective and efficient way. So I just want you to give that a try. There is a ratio, which is really, really great. The ratio is 2-4-1. So for instance, if I wanted to breathe in for 4 seconds, so I breathe in, I'm going to hold it for 8 seconds, and then I'm going to release for 2 seconds. So the ratio is 2-4-1. You could do it as much as you want. Holding it is the hard part because that's the longest part, but it gives your body time to distribute it to the rest of your body. If you guys are feeling tired or you need a little bit more energy, stand up and do this exercise. It's a breathing exercise. It's not hard. It doesn't take a lot. You could even do it in your seat and it will still benefit you. Do it. If you do it the first few times, you're going to get a little lightheaded because your body hasn't gotten this much oxygen before. And you're just breathing naturally. We don't pay attention to it. It's just a natural habit. So make a new habit of breathing correctly. When you first wake up, do this exercise so that when you first wake up, not only you're going to have a glass of water, but you're going to do a breathing exercise and you're going to give your body lots of oxygen to start your day. I hope you guys found this helpful. Have an awesome day. Keep rocking it out.